Welcome to the Metal Bob Live Podcast. I am your host, Metal Bob. Today's show is brought to you by Legend Picks, artist Jeremiah Kalleck, and also the Texas Vinyl Coalition. You can find links to our sponsors and more on the Metal Bob Live website. There you can also find links to the latest Metal Bob gear, including shirts, hoodies, and more. On today's show, I had the honor of speaking with Carli Foxx, guitarist and vocalist of the Rumours. We discuss how the band got their start, and also their latest release, Suck It. If you're a fan of Joan Jett, the Donnas, or just like good old-fashioned kick-ass punk and rock, this is an album for you. With songs like Never Coming Back, You Suck Baby, and Electric Blues, it will keep you wanting more. Metal Bob gives the Rumours' latest release, Suck It, a 9 out of 10. Also, a huge thank you to Carli Foxx for her time, and congrats on the new album. So sit back, have a listen, and enjoy the show. Thank you. Hello, Carli.
Hello, hello.
Hey, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. Sorry about the inconvenience.
No, you're fine.
So,
how's it going?
It's going good here. I mean, it's sunny.
Yeah, I know, right? It is a hot one today.
It is. So, hey.
Oh, yeah.
So can you give me a quick rundown on how the Rumours came together?
Okay, so the Rumours came together when I was in high school, actually. I wanted to start a band. I had been in a band previously to that for a little while, and I want to start my own band. So I got a couple of people in from a few of my classes. You know, I taught the bass player how to play bass, you know, because nobody was really available at that time. And we just wanted to play the talent show, win that, you know. I think we did. It was a variety show, but whatever, we won anyway. And then after that, everybody graduated, went to college, did all of that, but I still wanted to go on and do the band. So I had Arnella, my bass player. She and I went to high school together, and we already had a good idea of what we wanted to do. We still had the drummer at the time. And then Stu came in not too long after that. He's no longer in the band, but he was there for a while, for a long time. And then later on, we got Daniel after a couple of drummers, and it took me a long 365 days of begging Daniel to be in my band, and now here we are.
Did you have to teach him how to play drums too?
You know it. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. No, you guys are great, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, so at what age did you realize you wanted to do this for a living?
I was 14, turning 15, actually. My mom took me to see Joan Jett at the Manchester County Fair in Iowa, and I saw Joan Jett, and it was like 2 or 3 songs, and I realized that that's exactly what I wanted to do with my life. So I went and got my dad's old electric guitar the next day and started teaching myself some guitar.
So I know you're the singer of the band now, so the guitar obviously came first and the singing came later. Is that correct?
Yes. I played guitar first, and then I figured out that I could sing a little bit, so mixed the two together, and here we are.
Right on. So who were some of your influences growing up? I know you said Joan Jett, but do you have some others? I mean, maybe guitar players or...
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've got a bunch of different influences growing up. I mean, Joan Jett was definitely one of them, the Runaways. I'm actually a huge Tom Petty fan. Mike Campbell is one of my favorite guitar players, but I actually found out that Tom Petty actually plays a lot of the leads that I was drawn to. So there's that. He's just a badass, and I really liked the Donnas and Betty Blowtorch. Hart was always super cool. Courtney Love I liked a lot, just really female fronted in your face bands, Veruca Salt, just those types of bands.
Yeah, that's really cool that you said Tom Petty. I'm a huge Petty fan. I mean, who isn't? If you're not, you're not a rock and roll fan, right?
Exactly. I'm like, you don't like Tom Petty? Clearly you're not in the cool kids club.
Exactly. I don't even want to know you if you don't like Tom Petty, right?
Right? Exactly. I was like, if you have anything negative to say about Tom Petty, take it the other way, or else we're getting in a fight.
Absolutely. Well, hey, congratulations on your new album, man. I just got done listening to it again. I really do love it. It's a great record.
Oh, thank you. I'm really glad that you dig it. It seemed like it took a long time to record, but I really like the album a lot too.
Oh, you guys did a great job on it. I was just listening to it again. I think the "You Suck Baby," I love that song. I'm just like,
that's my favorite one on the album.
that's an ass kicker right there. I turned it up. Dog kind of looked at me funny. He's like, "Dude, turn this shit down." I said, "No, it's going up, brother." I ain't found him yet. He's hiding somewhere after I crank that thing, but he'll come back out here in a little while.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah. So you're in Ohio. What are you doing in Ohio?
Well, actually, my boyfriend lives here, and I had all of his band's T-shirts from a show in Wisconsin recently. They couldn't make it to the show due to some vehicle difficulties, but their merch was there, so I got to go pick it up and bring it back to him. Now I get to hang out with him for a little while.
Oh, there you go. That's bonus.
Oh, yeah.
So I got a couple questions for you, and I think I'd asked you this before, but I got to know, what's that one album you couldn't live without? If you had to pick one album and you couldn't have any other records, what would it be?
Honestly, it would be Love It to Death by Alice Cooper.
Yeah, that's a great record.
It really is. I think about it all the time. Anytime that I'm going through a weird situation or just need something new to listen to, even though it's old to me, it's just like it's a very revolutionary record to me in my life.
Yeah, I've recently seen Alice, man. He has not slowed down a bit. That guy still puts on one hell of a live show.
Oh my God, I know. One time my bass player and I went up to Minnesota, I should say, and we had like second or third row seats, and we were right there, and he threw his whip at me to have, and this big guy spills my beer and takes the whip away from me, even though it was for me. I was so mad.
Well, you didn't whip him and get it back, or what?
I know, right? No, he just went and ran with it, and I'm just like, man, you are a loser.
He didn't even buy you a new beer or nothing.
Sorry.
I said he didn't even get you a new beer for spilling your beer, or what?
No. This guy was just one of those fanboys, I guess, that's too good to be nice to girls.
Wow, that's too bad. That would have been sweet to have.
I know, right? I never win when it comes to Alice Cooper.
Well, I'll tell you what, you are the very first female rock star I've had on the podcast. How's that feel?
That sounds really awesome, and I should definitely get more. I know way too many cool rock and roll chicks out there. They all got a good story behind them.
Oh, yeah, and I plan on having more, but you were the first. I just wanted to let you know that. You were the very first.
That's amazing. That makes my day.
Well, there you go. So, hey, if you could give advice to someone that's just starting out in the music industry, what kind of advice would you give them?
You know, I would say take no shit. That's what I would say. You know, you need to focus on your craft and keep your eyes on whatever the prize it is, your goal that you have, and don't let anybody tell you this or this or this. You can't, whatever. You need to just focus on what you got to do, learn the chords, practice the scales, do your things, write the songs, but don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do it. And if they tell you that, you don't need them in your life. Get them out of the way.
Nice. Absolutely. I mean, so, I was, like I said, I've been listening to a lot of your stuff lately, getting geared up for the interview and all that. And I noticed, who does a lot of the writing on most of your records? Do you guys do it as a band, or do you do a lot of the writing?
I do most of the writing. Some of the songs my bass player and I wrote the words to. I think You Suck Baby is the one that we wrote together. It was funny. We actually were writing it. I mean, we had the song ready to go, but we didn't have lyrics ready. So we wrote it on the way to a show. And I just hoped that I could remember everything, but we just went with those lyrics ever since that. But Daniel does some of the writing too, or he'll have like a little phrase here and there, but for the most part, I'm the lyricist of the band.
Okay, and Daniel's your drummer, correct?
Yes.
And then who's the bass? Can you name the members in the band for us, please?
Yes. Our current lineup is Ella Rose on bass, and we have Daniel Kluter On the drums, Stu. The Dew is formerly our lead guitar player, and then you have me, Carli Foxx, vocals and rhythm guitar.
Right on. Now, was you always planning on being the singer of this band, or is it just something that kind of happened?
Yeah, I was planning on being the singer. I was just like, well, I want to be Joan Jett someday, so.
You know, it's funny you say that, because the more I listen to your albums, you know, and I listened to Bad Habit today, I listened to Hot Bang. I actually listened to all of them before I got you on the horn today, and
oh, wow.
and yeah, I'm just like, I can really hear that influence and that Joan Jett. You do a great job. I mean,
thank you.
The music, the vocals, everything. You can definitely hear that she had a huge influence on you growing up.
Oh, yeah. She's the queen of rock and roll to me. I mean, there's so many really badass chicks out there, you know, but, like, to me, Joan Jett is queen of rock and roll, and she doesn't take any shit. Yeah. So well, I really love that.
I can 100% agree with you. I've seen her live quite a few times, and she never disappoints. She always puts on one hell of a rock show.
I know, right? She's the best. I was really looking forward to seeing her on the Motley Crue tour this year, but no, COVID's got to ruin everything.
Yeah, I know. It's been tough. I know you guys had to reschedule your tour, and it's been pushed back a whole year. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much. We're planning on doing the Wild Street tour at the summer next year, and then hopefully get a spring tour in with another band on the roster. I can't talk about it yet, but there's a little hint there.
That's all right. You got to keep it hush hush once in a while. I understand the music business. I've been a musician for 30 years myself, so I understand everything that you're talking about. So I get it.
Exactly. You know what's up.
I know what's up. I know what's good and what's bad too. And your guys' stuff's good. Don't let anybody ever tell you any different.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
But yeah, like I told you, I plan on doing a full album review on this whole deal, which you're going to get a big A+ from me, and we're going to put this all together. So,
hell yeah, we'll be sharing that for sure.
Absolutely. So, what else you got going on? You guys got any? You guys been writing at all during this downtime?
You know, honestly, we haven't been able to get together too much between, like, COVID and whatnot, and just a lot of internal stuff we had to take care of as a band. But we're planning on putting out a music video. Sometime we were trying to find somebody that'll do it for us and, you know, has the same vision as us. So we're thinking about doing that sometime, maybe this winter or fall, so that we can get a video out there with the album at least, because that's always fun.
Do you have a particular song picked out, or is it just going to be like several videos, or just certain ones?
We have a couple picked out, but we're not sure which one's going to be the first one. We're thinking either Never Coming Back or Hey You, possibly. I'm not sure if everybody would, well, I mean, I know some people would like to watch You Suck Baby, but I think it's not very friendly for everyone. So we're going to try to pick something that people can all kind of relate to.
Oh, there's just a couple curse words in there. No big deal.
Just a couple. Actually, that's funny because we only have a couple songs we can send out to the radio stations because there's literally only two that are not explicit.
Right. Well, that's all right. You know, explicit sells, man. You got to, that parental advisory sticker always sells albums.
You know, I remember when I was going to the store when I was a kid thinking, hey, Mom, can I get this one? And she was my mom's cool, so she got me that album.
Right on. So, that brings me to this. Would you like to promote your website? All that good stuff. Would you like to put all that out there right now while you're on the horn?
Absolutely. You can find us. Well, first of all, I'll just say that the Rumours is obviously, then RUMOURS. I know some people have a hard time finding it because, it can be difficult to spell. But also, we're on Facebook and Instagram. You can find us posting a lot of stuff there. And we also have a web store right now. And I believe it's the Rumours.square site. And you can find all that stuff there. We got the new album out. We have the old albums. So the new album we have on vinyl. We got T-shirts, pins, buttons, you name it. So if you're interested in that, go check it out.
Well, that's awesome. And I'll make sure to post all of your websites and all of your links to this video so everybody can find all that stuff really easy.
Thank you so much. It's appreciated.
Nope, your time's appreciated, Carli. I really appreciate it. And once again, congratulations on the release of Suck It. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. I really dig the new stuff. So, just keep rolling with it, girl. You guys are doing great.
Well, thank you so much. We will. Rock and roll don't stop.
That's right.
Well, thank you for having me. It's always a good time to talk to you.
Nope, I appreciate you. You have a great rest of your weekend, and hopefully we can have you back on in the future. I know that, one more thing, though. I know you did say you were working on some solo stuff.
Oh, yes. Yes, I am currently working on songs. I'm actually going to come out here to Ohio to record it. But I'm going to put out a little EP to get started on some other shenanigans I have going for the rock and roll world. But, yeah, that should be... I want to have it done by the end of the year. So early next year, hopefully there'll be a nice little solo Carli Foxx album out there.
Well, that's great. Well, you make sure you got my info, so keep me posted, and then you get that out there. We'll have you back on, and you can tell the world about it.
Oh, yeah, you know it. I'd love to.
All right. Sounds great, Carli. You take care of yourself. You have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks again.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That concludes today's episode of the Metal Bob Live podcast. Please go to our website to check our sponsor links. And thank you for listening. Metal Bob out.